Good morning, everybody. I just thought I would come on and wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. I hope you all are busy and things are going good. It's sunshiny and it's actually kind of warm for my neck of the woods, but there's lots of snow. In a few hours, I'll do what I always do is head up north to my daughter's place and enjoy my grandson. And I've got another grandchild on the way here in the spring. Hardly wait. So, Merry Christmas to everyone that has supported my channel. Now, this is for the trolls. If you think that you upset me or worry me or trigger me, you are nuts. So I guess it's a lot easier for me just to come out and talk about who you are as people. So let's first talk about Jen, Rent Free Media, KK. You'll see her all over Robin's channel. She is a 25-year-old special needs girl here in Canada who does nothing, absolutely nothing, except live, eat, and breathe the internet. Now, let's talk about June Black. June Black is about 400 pounds. She's barely mobile. She's at the point in her life where she has to use DoorDash and all that shit because she's not mobile enough to walk around a grocery store due to her weight. She has not worked in years. She survives on Social Security money and her family, who feel sorry for her. Not only is she physically obese, she also has issues such as depression. She has attempted to unalive herself more than once. She's been institutionalized. And she now is currently living in a old age home, trolling Hungry. And Hungry never did a damn thing to her. And last but not least, let's talk about Robin. Hi, Million. How you doing? Hi, Rhonda. Merry Christmas, you guys. It must be nice being in Mississippi this time of year. Robin is a very old troll. This is the thing. It doesn't matter what she says about me. At the end of the day, Robin was trolling on social media, YouTube, before I ever did my first video live channel, anything. What Robin doesn't like about me is the fact that I had the ability to expose her. And she's never gotten over that. So she keeps just twisting and turning and changing the narrative. And, she puts out so much shit that it's really difficult to know what the hell's going on with her. And because I work, I don't have the time she dedicates to it to do it. And I don't want to have that time. Nobody should want to become a Robin 2.0. Audrey. Now, when I first started on YouTube, Audrey was trolling for Petite Furball. And she was in YouTube Gossip Channel. There was a couple other ones she was in, and that's where I first ran across her. But she didn't start trolling me till Drunk Dur. And all that happened is I went into Drunk Dur's room one night as an inexperienced YouTuber and said, "You're drunk." And I didn't mean it as a put down. I just was shocked to see somebody like Drunk Dur. I bet you've all been there at one point or another. After that, I got blocked. Dar blocked me. which is fine. It's her channel. You know, you want to block somebody, you block somebody. But what she did after that was continue to talk shit about me, much like what she is doing to you right now, Hungry. She's done that to so many people. Around that time, Michael Morgan, who Robin also trolls, he did this same thing happened to her. She went into his channel, said something about, had something to do with his aunt being an alcoholic, and she needs to be careful. It was not anything bad. And then Dar did the same thing to him, and then continued. But for the first time, what happened is instead of just running away and being intimidated by drunk darn or cyberbullying, I opened up my own channel. And that Dar didn't know how to deal with because someone was able to talk back. And that's how Robin operates too. She doesn't like it when someone's able to talk back. So that's how I run into those two bitches. Okay, so what did you say there, Million? I said the same thing, and I started getting attacked instantly. It's okay because that's on them. Shows the level of maturity. I've tried to squash it all, and then with them numerous times. No, you can't squash it with them because it's what they do. So I'm going to tell you flat out who Audrey is. Audrey, and this, I didn't have to look up a lot of this. She used to get really stoned online and tell it, and I've got videos to prove it. She was married to a man, and while she was pregnant, he cheated on her, and that resulted in a divorce. Then she married another man who she claimed at one point was this great guy who had integrity and all that and blah, blah, blah. And in fact, if you go over to his channel on YouTube, which is David Edward Rittering, or David Edward Robinson, you will see his avatar is like a little dog, I think, with a Harley hat on. That he is the most racist, ignorant, dumbest piece of shit on YouTube. I don't know how he gets away with, or on Facebook. I don't know how he gets away with pasting the shit he does. Totally racist, totally is just horrible. And Robin thinks he has integrity. And she was married to him for 20 years. So obviously, you know, they had things in common. I'm back. Sorry about that. I lost my connection. Audrey likes to claim that her husband is this great guy. I don't know where the connection went out, but he's not. He's a racist, bigoted piece of shit. And at one time she claimed he was this iron worker. And no, he's been unemployed off and on since 2022. So, yeah. And she also claims that she's an only child, when in fact, Audrey comes from a divorced family. Her dad left her mother, and he went on to have a good relationship with his second wife, who he was married to by the time he died, but when he passed away, and he fell into Lake Michigan trying to snag out a 6-pack of beer. So, you know, sorry, I dropped my phone. So Audrey went on to, you know, that got busted. You know, she tried to claim she came from this wonderful family. Instead, she came from a severely alcoholic father and a baby mama. Dad just ditched him. And he raised this other family, which I have put up on my post, her brothers and sisters. The last names are McKellar. So Robin gets away, lies with this shit all the time. One of her lies that is really, really out there is she lied for the longest time, claiming that she was financially independent because she worked as at the Bissell factory, except for the fact that she hasn't worked there since she was in her 40s. Anybody who is a working human being knows damn well that you cannot live comfortably when you retire at your 40s from working in a low-end factory. Second of all, after she retired from that factory, she filed for bankruptcy. So they don't let you keep your K104s or whatever you got over there in the States and your profit shares once you file bankruptcy. Audrey has no credit. Audrey has no money. At this point in time, Audrey is living in a 948 square foot home with 2 grown men, which are her sons, her 18-year-old granddaughter, a bunch of snakes because her one son's into collecting snakes and reptiles, 2 big dogs, and a couple of cats. That is where Audrey lives. Yet she will constantly come on and tell people, oh, I live in a dumpy apartment, this and that. These women are talking about themselves. They point their finger at me saying that I am fat all the time, which I'm not. I'm not skinny. I'm in my late 60s, so I've chubbed out a bit, but I'm not fat. June's fat. And every single image they got out there of me is either edited to make me look fat or not like I am in real life, or it's done on AI. The images I have on my post page are them. Straight up them. Nothing done to them. These women have the mind of children. Yes, I'm exactly what I should be at my age, Rhonda. I'm not going to be some skin and bone, coffee sucking back, cigarette smoking back Audrey at my age. No way. Rhonda, I'm so glad that you made it through last year. I was really worried about you. I gotta admit, you got pretty sick there for a bit, girl. And this whole thing that they're trying to make up about hungry. Well, first of all, I don't subscribe to Darlene. I don't subscribe to Audrey. I don't subscribe to June Black. Matter of fact, nobody I know does. So I don't get any notifications from them. It's all in their fucking minds. The only reason I became aware of Hungry is because the whole Delicious Denise thing. That's what popped up. And I'm like, oh my God, that Denise person, someone else is pissed off at her. So I went over and took a look at it. That was it. And then from that point on, next thing you know, Robin's in there, June's in there, Rent-Free Media's in there. It's ridiculous, these women. So, hey Kim, how you doing? So, I'm here to tell those stupid old bitches, I'm not going anywhere any more than Drunk Dar is. You don't trigger me. I don't give a flying fuck what you got to say about me. I exposed you people for who you were, and that is your problem with me. That's all. Because you guys had quite the gig going on before I got on to you. That's why. Now this Christmas, I don't know what everybody's doing, but in a few hours here, I'm going to be getting into my vehicle, which is, by the way, Audrey, a used Lincoln. And I'm going to be driving to my daughter's up in Kettle Point. And I'm going to be enjoying my time. That's what I'm going to do. So if you want to track me, you know where I'm at. And if you ever want to talk to me, oh, I doubt you will because you're too afraid to. What you are. You know how to get a hold of me. You've called me before. So leave people alone, Audrey. This whole bullshit you're trying to pass off is, oh, I've got 3 slip discs and I can't work. You can pass it home and do a call center, do call center work. I mean, if you're at the point at 60 years old where you have to live off your sons, that's not right. That's not fair to them. You should be like, really. That means as a parent, you failed. And I am sorry. Babysitting your grandchildren or running them around is not a job, and it is not a busy life. Yes, they are. I don't talk about my kids a lot because, well, 4 of them don't want to be mentioned on here, and I respect that. And the one that I do mention, well, she's in Vancouver. Now, Audrey and Darlene keep saying that my daughters do not speak to me. That's bullshit. I just don't need to have my daughters around to use them for a paycheck like Audrey does. That's the difference. I looked up the actual statistics. There was a down deposit given on that house. And then the mortgage went in her, I believe it was her youngest son's name. And that is because Audrey's bankruptcy, she cannot get any credit. So you'll hear her go, oh, I pay for everything cash, man. No, you pay for everything cash because you have to, Audrey, because you lost your credit during your bankruptcy. The money that you got for the down deposit of the house, probably your inheritance. Your mother died same time Dars did. You don't earn that money. And it's really sad after all these years, the fact that you don't work. Hey, it's tough out there. You think I don't get a sore back sometimes? Absolutely I do. I did a short live on it, Rhonda. Elf skipped my house. Like, that's part of being an adult. Audrey has had a couple of kids that every time she has one, she quits working. So the last one she had, which was her youngest, she quit work right after he was born. And her ex-husband supported her all through those years. She first came out and claimed that she owned that double-wide trailer out in the country in Grant, Michigan. When in fact, no, she never owned it. She never contributed to it. She just married the guy. And I want to point out something else. She did not divorce him. He divorced her. And that's probably where the money for the little bit of down payment on the house they bought. The house they bought was a $99,000 home. In the worst part of Michigan, what's it called? Not Dearborn Heights, Egan Heights. And if you don't know anything about the states, that is, if you check it up, it's one of the highest crime rate murder capitals in the United States right now, per cap. You know what, Rhonda? I've been waiting, like the property that my daughter's place is on is my old property. I gave it to her. But she burned my place down, of course. It wasn't good enough for her, I guess. I loved it. I used to have every once in a while in the wintertime a mouse run over my foot when I'd be standing there doing dishes. It used to come up through the hole where the pipes came through for the taps, I think. And it used to make me laugh because, I'd always have a cat in the house because in the wintertime up there, a cat would come in or live, and I'd let it stay till the spring. They weren't my cats, but I didn't want it to freeze to death. And I'd bath them up and take them to the vets, and they'd be healthy and whatnot, and they'd stay for the winter, and then off they'd go. And that's another thing. You guys spread so many lies and shit about me. I have showed you my band status card. I have showed you a receipt of my stipend I get every year at Christmas. And yet you racist bitches think because I'm light-skinned that you can tell I'm not half First Nations. You are so stupid. You don't even know when you're talking racist. And another thing, Audrey, I see you. I know you're posting all those stupid pictures thinking, oh, I'm showing everybody where Cindy lives. I don't live there anymore. I haven't lived there for what, 2-3 years now? And maybe you should just look up who owns that building. You might get a bit of a surprise there. Now, my partner, Chuck, I've not been married. I've been living common law with him for, oh gosh, years, decades. I was married when I was young, and I lost him due to cancer. Even though what they took to doing last year was going real life, as Audrey likes to put it, on my Facebook. Except for the thing is, it wasn't real life. If you notice, they go back 20 years, but yet the avatar is still the same. And there's one where the avatar has little pink hearts on it, and there's another same photo, but it doesn't have the pink hearts. And then they change the words. They do the same thing to Dawn. These are very skilled trolls, is all they are. Audrey, you're unblocked. You can come in if you want, because I know you're listening. Now, the other thing that goes on about Michael Morgan and I, that we're these good friends. We're not good friends, and I don't gang stalk anybody. Mike and Kathy live in Carolina. For fuck's sakes, Virginia. I live in Canada, London, Ontario, Canada. And to this day, that's another thing that really bothers those trolls about me. I have asked them over and over, stop with your cut, copy, paste bullshit. Just put my address out. They cannot do it. Oh, and by the way, Audrey, if you decide to check that building, you're going to have to go 2 owners back. And then you might recognize the name. So basically, this is who I am. I am in my late 60s. I am not fat, as Rhonda says. I am fluffy. Chuck is doing good. He's up north right now. I'm going to be heading up to see him. My daughter has a place on the reserve up there, and that's where I'm spending my Christmas. Doesn't mean I can't be on the internet, for fuck's sakes. You can take the internet anywhere you want with you. That's another thing these women like to make out, is that, oh, they can tell by my background noises where I'm doing my videos. Really? You don't know that you can unplug your computers and your phones and do your videos wherever you want? That I have to be, what, sitting in one place in order to do them? Women are stupid. And I'm just going to enjoy the next 10 days off work. And Jen, you are nothing but a liar. You hide behind a fake avatar. You say all sorts of shit, but you don't prove a goddamn thing. So you're not even worth listening to. You show your face or you're just a waste of time. But anyway, so I'm probably going to go up north, and God only knows what I'll do. Now, my daughter's place is an hour and 10, 20 minutes away. So I'll probably drive back. I'm just going to enjoy my friggin' time off. And I don't work because I have to. I work because it keeps me busy. It gets me out there, keeps my mind up and functioning, gives me something to do. And yeah, Kim, we are all doing good. So anyway, I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas.